Welcome to our video that we're going to have this afternoon on Chainlink. It's one of the last videos that I did at the end of the night yesterday, and had some fairly new things show up here. I do want to talk about for a brief moment or two. But before I get started, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, and doing your own research. I'm just here to give my opinion on the market. And so what I want to do, I want to take a look here at Chainlink. But of course, if you enjoy these videos and, been getting a lot of traffic on them, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And, we're also interested in growing our community of like-minded individuals. So if you want access to our free to use Discord community, just let me know in the comments and I can get you an invite code. So now, taking a look at this, I am on a 12-hour chart on Chainlink. So, we've got a wide view here of our push up, our push down, and then our retrace, and now we are doing another internal retracement. So, from this move up here, this dominant pivot high and this dominant pivot low, we had an internal retracement. So we have a dominant pivot low, then now we have a dominant pivot high, we have another internal retracement. So, everybody's wondering, like, all right, so is all hope lost for Chainlink? Are we, are we done? That's a really fantastic question, and you really kind of have to like zoom in here to see this. So, one thing that I want to point out, this green line that we have down here, this is our 12-hour stochastic that we've got. And so right now what we have a lower low here on the price. We had a higher low on the Stoke. On the 3-hour short term, we are printing a little bit of bullish divergence on the 3-hour, which is our yellow indicator here. We are showing signs that the hourly, the 12-hour, the 3-hour, the 2-hour, there are several stochastics that are currently showing to be in this oversold territory, which is a good indication for bulls, right? Because we've got all of this confluence of all of these indicators down, in the lower area. So if I turn on, right now I'm only showing the 2-hour, the 3-hour, the hourly. Let's go ahead and turn on the 4-hour, the 6-hour, and the 12-hour, and just take a look and see where all of these are sitting. They're all, for the most part, sitting at 32 or below. On the hourly, it's moving up. You kind of expect the hourly to do that. But the 2 hours at 29, the 3 hours at 24, the 6 hours at 24, and the 12-hour is also sitting down here pretty low as well. This is a good indication that we're starting to create a little bit of a bottom. Now, invalidation, I'm still saying that our invalidation is going to be at about $1.95. Right now, we've got this level, which is currently being defended. It was defended twice. It's been defended twice here. So if you do happen to hop into a trade, we quickly need to go above 206. Okay, so 206 is this area that we have to climb up above. We've got to climb up above this. If we don't do this, I would say within the next 3 to 4 hours, this trade is not going to be good, right? We have to do that. Because if we continue consolidating below 206, more than we already have, because you can see we broke down here. This was yesterday, right? Yesterday we broke down and we've been consolidating under here. And if we continue consolidating below 206, I think we're going to come back to 195. And that third time we come back might be the time that it breaks. So that's why, I always say that it's safer to wait for a flip of resistance turn support. So break through resistance, retest that resistance as support, take the trade here. Taking the trade here just exposes yourself to unnecessary risk because we haven't flipped any support or resistance yet. This is the area that we really need to pay attention to get into the trade. Down here is much more risky as opposed to entering the trade on a retest of resistance turn support. So you want a bullish retest, and basically what we have been doing, and if we take a look at this, all right, it's very obvious what has been happening here. And of course, hindsight's always 20/20. Not going to dispute that. But basically, what we've got this spring off of support. we break down, we do a bearish retest. Then we break down, we do a bearish retest. Then we break down, we do a bearish retest. Then we break down, we do a bearish retest. Now, down here, we went back up, we did a bullish retest of this, but then we ended up failing, right? So we ended up consolidating here for a while. We had a failed swing. We broke down, we had a bearish retest. We broke down, we had a bearish retest. I mean, I'm just singing the same song. We're having bearish retests. So now we had a bearish retest again here. Back down, what we need a push up, and we need a bullish retest, and a push up, and a bullish retest. If we're not getting these, then the trade is bad. Okay? I'm not saying abandon the project. I'm saying look at the chart, and you can see we have bearish retest after bearish retest after bearish retest over and over and over again. We're not making new highs. We are still not making new highs. If I took a curve on this, we start up here, we work our way, and let me just adjust this so that it looks better, right? We are doing nothing more than just creating new lows. Eventually, at some point, this is going to curve, and we're going to start making new highs, locally at least. But for right now, we aren't making any new highs. We're not making new highs. It's continuing the downtrend. The pressure is there to sell. And once the price gets to the point where the algos determine it's the time to sell, that's what's going to happen. And I'm sure if I threw some moving averages on here, the chart would look messy, so I'm not going to do it. But more than likely, as soon as a moving average catches up with this, it just triggers a sell. So we need to start overtaking some of these resistance levels and stop the bearish retest, because right now this looks like another bearish retest. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you're looking at these trades. But on the flip side, on the bullish side, this does look like it wants to bottom down here. All of these stochastics, even the long stochastics, are sitting down here waiting to have a little bit of relief. And it is very possible that $2 is going to be our relief, and we're going to start to see a rally. You know, where we go, that's anybody's guess. We'll kind of take it as it comes. But again, I'll be eyeing 240 through 260. I believe those are the levels that I was talking about over the last video or two. That's what I'm looking at on Chainlink. So yeah, this is going to be a nice short and sweet one. So I kept this down to 8 minutes or less. That's what I'm looking at on Chainlink. I wouldn't take the trade here. I would take a bullish retest of $2.06. If you do take a trade here, stop loss at 195. That's my my hypothesis on the situation here on Chainlink. But wherever you are in the world, hopefully you're having a good day, good night, good evening, and like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I will catch you all on the Discord so that we can communicate and collaborate in real time.